CSR, it's hot. It's time for Fired Up. Eisenberg in his three-piece suit, LeVar and the David Allen. I'll let your boy. Let's get fired up.
Well,
you know nothing about him.
I know everything about him, but I know everything about Alexa Bliss, and I'll tell you this much. I am fired up because Alexa Bliss in 2017, if we're really looking at the best woman, you know I'm a Charlotte guy. You know that. I love
She's too short for you. She can't play on a volleyball team, so it's not applicable.
Also fact. But Alexa Bliss is perfect because she went to SmackDown, she went to Raw, she's capitalized on all of her opportunities, and she has become the best overall performer slash character that WWE has. Why? Because when I'm sitting on the couch and I'm looking at the screen,
easy.
I have clothes on sometimes, but I'm going to say Alexa Bliss gets into her character, and I believe Alexa Bliss. I don't necessarily think I believe Becky Lynch or Sasha Banks, the boss. Nobody cares about that dance anymore. Everybody cares about Alexa Bliss. You look awful. Everybody cares about Alexa Bliss. There is a reason why Alexa Bliss has been champion on both shows. I am fired up to see what 2018 has in store for Bliss because I think Ronda Rousey needs a fresh opponent. Why not Alexa Bliss?
I'm fired up over, you're a musical theater major, help me out here. Rusev Day.
And you were absolutely not a musical.
Rusev Day.
Rusev Day.
There you go.
It's
all about it. In pro wrestling, it's all about what are you going to throw against the wall? What's going to stick? What's going to come back at you? They have thrown Rusev Day, Rusev and Aiden English, and it's working. It's the weirdest pairing, but that oftentimes is what happens to work out.
Look at you and me. The weirdest pairing. I have great hair and you've seen better days.
It looks great. Look, Rusev. This is not how I picture Rusev. This is not what. This isn't the Bulgarian brute. This isn't the dominant killer. This isn't even the lucky husband Alana. This is a guy walking around with a musical theater guy celebrating a fake holiday. But I like it, I'm into it, and I'm fired up. I want more Rusev Day.
Did you buy the T-shirt?
Give him the titles.
Did you buy the T-shirt?
Of course, I bought the T-shirt.
Why didn't you wear it?
David Allen.
It's Rusev Day.
Rusev Day.
I am fired up about a guy who doesn't even need any introduction because his song tells you everything you need to know, and his name is Bobby Roode. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking, oh, Bobby Roode, he's not world champion. He's not this. He's not that. We haven't seen him on multiple SmackDowns. I'm curious if people care about Bobby Roode. Newsflash, they will, but they will only, and if only, they make Bobby Roode a heel. Everybody always talks about fixing characters, right, Justin? This guy shouldn't be a face. He should be a heel. This guy should be a heel, not a face. It doesn't matter with Bobby Roode right now because he's over. But he was always best in NXT as a heel. He is a guy that's so cocky, that's so arrogant, and the best thing that I loved about Bobby Roode in NXT when he was a heel, you believe that he was so much better than everybody else. Like you and me, we understand that. Bobby Roode is a heel. We'll fix him, and Bobby Roode is going to have such a great 2018. He's going to lead SmackDown into the promised land because it's going to be glorious.
He's a theme song. He's a theme song. And if we're going to talk about theme songs, I'm fired up. Jim Johnston, gone. After 3 decades, the man, the composer who gave us all the classical entrance themes. I'm not talking this CFO nonsense. Good for you guys, but Jim Johnston, the guy who gave us Stone Cold entrance theme, who gave us The Undertaker, who gave us so many of the themes, he's gone. Now look, I understand in the corporate world, after so many years, after 30 years, eventually a guy gets so high up the pay scale, it's time to move on, it's time to plan for the future. I get it. I can accept that. I'm sure he's well off financially. Hopefully it all ended peacefully. My cry is Jim Johnston needs to be celebrated. The Hall of Fame, it is time we add a wing. It is time we add a Hall of Fame wing that acknowledges the people behind the scenes. The Hall of Fame, we're already running out of guys anyways because the WWE is overexploiting the Hall of Fame each year as a major attraction on WrestleMania week. It's time that Jim Johnston gets his due and is recognized by WWE in the Hall of Fame.
Speaking of the WWE Hall of Fame, a guy that could potentially be included in this year's Hall of Fame and also have a match at WrestleMania is the man that 3 letters erupted New Orleans last time. Y-E-S. Yes, Daniel Bryan should compete at WrestleMania, should get inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame because of his career, and then after that, be off into the distance, young man. Go into a 10,000-seat arena with the Young Bucks and Cody Rhodes.
That would be so ass backwards.
Why?
Why? You don't come back and get Hall of Fame and then go. That's some Ric Flair need to pay his taxes
I'll
nonsense.
tell you exactly.
When you're retired, you're retired.
No. You're speaking of Ric Flair in TNA compared to Daniel Bryan going to hang out with his friends and people that have actually put more butts in seats than anybody in TNA has ever had. So here's my suggestion. If I'm Daniel Bryan, I get cleared to wrestle, hopefully, finally, thank the Lord it potentially happens. You become involved in the WWE Hall of Fame. You have your one match because you know WWE, if they can, is going to milk you for every dollar possible because that's what businesses do. That's what successful businesses do. And then after that, Bye-bye, WWE. I filled my obligations. I'm parking my ass over to Cody and the Young Bucks.
Goldberg's going to be a Hall of Fame headliner this year. I'm fired up. You know, it's fired up. We got heat. We got all of it. I'm fired up over this heat, this term, this go away heat.
I don't know what that
All
means.
of you typing me, go away heat, go away.
What does that mean?
There is no such thing as go away. If you're a bad guy and you have what they call heat, that's your job. If people are booing you, that's your job. I am sick and tired of hearing this explanation from wrestling fans who have outsmarted themselves, but they're actually the dumbest of the bunch, who are trying to tell me, well, this guy gets heat, but it's only because I want him to go away. He's not a real good performer.
Who, Jason Jordan?
If you want him to, yeah, Jason Jordan,
Who else?
Stephanie McMahon. There's so many other names that people get on that they don't.
So
Even
you
Jinder
give me
Mahal. I don't care how good or bad Jinder is in the ring. If a guy gets heat, it's because he's doing his job. If you don't like him, if you want him to go away, go to the bathroom. Stop talking about him. But you're bugging me on Twitter, so therefore I know they're doing their job. All of you have worked yourself into a work. You're being worked. You're stupid. Stop the go away heat.
There's a beer over there for you. Relax, okay? Fired ups.